Ooh. I does. I'll probably not run too much flashback. I don't know. I can do again the Dawning Archaic until it does something. I guess the white lesson has play here. So the red lesson probably does too. If a card left to your graveyard, draw. Beginning of your end step. Okay. No, I don't have Lorehold. No, the new path is the same as the old one. I would not advise you play Path of Exile. Path to Exile. Huh, okay, wait, what is this? Okay, well. Um, Hmm. Oh yeah, this works, I guess. How do you how do you spell seance? Oh, is that how you spell it? Yeah. Yeah, they only keep it around for one turn and it doesn't get haste. I don't like seance. Ooh, hard light containment could work, actually, right? Maybe not. It has to be an artifact. That really is not that difficult. I'm gonna assume that's not gonna be a challenge for this deck. Chained to the rocks, swords, all that fancy stuff there. Can I seance squee? Does seance work with squee? Does that work? I don't think overwhelming splendor does anything anymore, unfortunately. Not gonna lie to you. Don't think it really does anything. Every time I play it now, it just gets blown up. Or just completely ignored, actually. No, I don't like Savines. I wouldn't run Sun Titan in here. Well, I could run Sun Titan, but I don't know that. I don't like the 3 and down idea. I haven't found my headspace for the 3 and downs to be good yet. Probably going to have to tickle into that, though. I really don't think I want to do that. I want, like, Avacyn in play and stuff. Yeah, currency converter. Uh, the exile artifacts stuff. Flage. Lion Sash? Okay, yeah. Sheltered by Ghosts works because I just slap it on a 3-2. It just works. Underworld Breach. Whenever you discard, you may exile. Yep. Probably not Lantern. I guess Soul Cauldron. The red god that transforms into a land. What? What's Sarah Paragon do? Is that the one that casts things out of the graveyard? Again, it's 3 or less. Again. I don't want to do the 3 or less thing. Not yet. Not what we're. It's the same. It's like Sun Titan. Oh, the O'Hare. Oger. I guess it leaves the graveyard when it dies, right? The red source you control would deal, but I don't really do anything. Wait, how do I flip this back? Transform this. I don't really do any of this, but it is interesting that when it dies, you do just sort of have another land forever, and you also get a 3/2. That seems like I'm pushing it a little because I don't care at all about the rest of the card. But that's kind of interesting, I suppose. Yeah, you could play Blood Moon and Magus and all that. Wait, was that a real card? Or someone just making stuff up? Does this work? Yeah, why not? Why not? I don't have crazy breach lines, but it could still just work. I need mana rocks. I probably will run Chrome Mox. Does Mox Amber work here? Maybe. What's interesting about these is I can, if they die, it is just a random cheap thing to recur. So it's like not as bad when they die. Still maybe not like the best idea. But yeah, Portals to Phyrexia. I'm sure we could accommodate Verilax if it was good enough. I kind of need actual things to reanimate. I sort of forgot about that. I feel like Farewell's always going to be bad for me. Like every time I cast it, I'm going to end up hosing my own board and not put myself in an advantage. It does give me a 3-2, I guess, when I exile my own graveyard. Elish Norn is kind of neat. Avacyn's a bit odd, but, you know, it's got text on it. Knights of the Round? Don't really get to play with that one much. At all, ever. The Red Overlord. We can probably have a Godo thing with Gamble. Gamble's just good, actually, right? We're not too concerned about discarding the card we find. Cityscape. Ugin. Bahamut. Sundays? No Sundays. These shuffle my grave. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard. All right, so with Emrakul and Eldrazi, you do trigger Quintorius, but you lose your graveyard. So it's like a double-edged sword there. Maybe we don't do that. This is also interesting. It is sort of like Avacyn. These are spirits; they're not artifact creatures. I don't know. It's a card I never really got to play. Yeah, Helm of the Spaghetti, Gamble. Oop. Did I not add swords? Of course I didn't. Flashback. Strike it rich is just generally okay, but you kind of strike it rich before you cast your commander anyways. See, the payoff for these things is just 3/2s, which makes them very questionable. Also, I probably want more sweepers. There's not a lot of room to do funny things, I feel. Witch Enchanter. I could just replace a land, I guess. I don't necessarily think Lightning Bolt is a necessity, but it's still very good. Bag of Holding. Does that doesn't leave the graveyard, does it? I have to read it again. Oh, it does work. I love Bag of Holding. I love it. Okay, what have we done? What is this abomination? Excuse me. Um. Oh boy. All right. Goal for the day is to win at least one game. That's kind of my headspace right now. We could do Heliod's thingy. Or reprobate or whatever. What about the other Quintoriuses? From your graveyard, exile a non-creature, non-land. Sure. And then so we get a bunch of 3/2s. And then sack a spirit. And then you can start casting. This is actually kind of a cool card. I like this. I don't think I've ever seen it ever. But it works here. And then there's the OG one. We don't really do the top part except the discover. Yeah, I don't know. Elephant Tribal. I do actually kind of like this one. It's a shame it costs 5. And also costs mana to activate. But it's got a cool ability. In another life, that probably does something. Unfortunately, a Johnny is just the best card in our deck, as per usual. Yeah, Elspeth is fine. It's not crazy, though. It really isn't that crazy. Another issue is, like, we can't ever exile a giant creature, ever, in our graveyard. They just have to, like, be avoided. Oh, this is just an absolute pile of nonsense. Or I think I just have to play games to see what's just not working. Because this is so all over the place. I don't believe there's room for that Sun Titan effect because there's a ton of reanimate 3 and down cost cards in this game, and it just seems like I'm not really winning with that line too much against most things. Maybe it's not awful, but I don't know. Quintorius, 4 mana, 5 loyalty. It's got a lot. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, make it 3/2. So if you remove more than one at the same time, you only get 1 3/2. But if you have like 2 different things that trigger independently, and they like, oh, you discard a card, exile something, and then then you can make a multitude of them. The plus is just a looting thing, and then the minus gives all the spirits scary double damage and vigilance, I suppose. and then it can be your commander. So the downside, oh, I did it, I broke it. The downside of cards like these, when they have that line of text at the bottom, it usually means the card is missing something. So if Quintorius just didn't have that line of text, it would have another thing on it. It's like Elminster, and pretty much every single Planeswalker that says that is just weaker because it has that line of text in the box where it otherwise might have had something better. I don't really know why Wizards is scared of Planeswalkers being commanders. If racing to an ultimate very fast is a win condition, you can just do that in EDH anyways. It's just not in your command zone. And it's, in my opinion, not that crazy, honestly. Like Jace the Mind Sculptor isn't the craziest commander. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, isn't really that insane as a commander in like 4-player EDH. But whatever, they think it is, so... yeah, so that line of text is a huge blow to this card. But apart from that, we've got a reanimate package as best as white can do. I don't know about the 3 and down stuff like Sun Titan, Reclamation, and all that jazz. I do discard things all over the place. So incidentally, filling the graveyard up with Sun Titan level reanimate stuff is probably just going to happen, but I'm not going to go into it too heavily. And then you have all the weird Petromos cards, but instead of doing something really good, like drawing a card, you just make a 3/2 sometimes. So it's not that great. And yep, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't envision it looking like this at the end. Probably going to be a lot of changes. This thing. Play lands, huge. Huge. I can play like an aggro deck, I guess. My commander doesn't really help me. Can Chandra function without its graveyard? Yeah, I can. I almost want to keep this. I don't know. Let's just keep it. Let's see what happens. Let's not ruin this game with Ragavan, please. Thank you. Wintermoon. Okay. Let's play this and get Unlicensed in play, I guess. I think you're supposed to hold on to Wintermoon until later. Because you could punish me way harder if you waited. Maddening Hex. That beat me last time it was in play. It probably will here. My opponent has like the best possible matchup for that card. I also didn't have a mana rock. But neither did my opponent, I guess. This is a game where Farewell would be like exceedingly good. It's only my graveyard. Only my graveyard. Let's play this. Mountain. Alright, Quintorius. What's the damage here? 4. Discard, then draw 2. Let's discard, I guess, Ghost Vacuum? And then pass? It doesn't matter when I do this. Is it any one from a single graveyard? Alright. I wouldn't mind permanent ranked brawl. I liked it, so I think it'd be cool. They can't swing at me. Oh, they do. Okay. I feel like that isn't something they could have done, but I suppose it Suppose it is. Alright. I have a 3-2. I did it. Look at that. Surprised they did that. Very surprised they did that. Alright, let's play... Let's play the plus on this thing game. Gamble. Okay. I can reanimate Joshua. That seems kind of lame. I think we just blitzkrieg Godo here? Oh, it's only one. Maybe I don't do that. Because I can reanimate something like this. This is just completely indestructible. Which is probably really annoying. That probably has some validity to it. And we just pass, or do we play One Ring? Playing One Ring takes damage, but it does put it in play. Yeah, we'll just cast the One Ring. It just puts it in play. And okay, it takes 6. Yeah, okay, of course it will. And then we just pass. Yeah, the aura's gone because we have protection. Anyone was curious as to why that happened? I drew it anyways. I think I just blitz it out because if they just kill it, I still have a Helm of the Host. Right? Like, I just cast it. Just put it in play, put Helm in play. You have to deal with it. If you don't, I win. I think that's reasonable. Oh, wait, we wanted to get rid of... Actually, I want to hold this in my hand until the moment I actually go to cast it. And then swing for 3. Like, if they have to play Chandra just to hose the board, we're totally fine with that. Right? It's not plussing. And it does. Yep, it literally has to do this. It also just dies because I make a 3-2. So let's get rid of you. So that's excellent. Yeah, see, their Chandra just has to minus, and then they just can't keep it around, and then it's probably out of the game even longer. All right, well, we beat Maddening Hex. I knocked it off with the One Ring. It dealt pretty much all the damage I took this game, so that's nice. Winter Moon, I think, was played probably too early. They could have used it later when I have fetched a couple times, because you play it super early, then your opponent can just play around it fairly decently. Not perfectly, but decent enough. Like, look at my mana. I could just play around this. How many fetch lands did I have? Yeah, they could have maybe got me a bit there, but I probably was still fine through the Winter Moon anyways. But, yeah, and then, yeah, all right, sweet. Really clean. Look at that. Beautiful. We did it. We won a game. Challenge complete. I did it. It has happened. We can now relax. We found the YouTube content. No red mana, no mana rock. No way to do stuff that's cool. Okay, sure. Soul Cauldron's cool. Bloop! It's not a mana rock, but, you know. I think I'm just gonna... They got rid of Part the Water Veil? You sick individual. What's going on over there? What are you doing over there? I'm gonna hard light containment this. No, that seems weird, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Alright, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to play the game. Don't you dare leave it under there. Don't. Come on. Come on. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Goodness. Goodness. I think this is like 4-drop city, the deck. So. Magma spaghetti short. Yep. I don't know what they do from the graveyard that wants all these crazy spells and stuff. I'm not going to blow this up. I don't lose the game if I lose Quintorius. So I guess I'll cast it, like if they have a counter spell. I don't lose the game immediately. Alright, they don't have one. Let's get rid of, I think, Witch Enchanter? The removal is just fine, right? Oh, I found Avacyn. Now I just gotta pick it up. Gilded Spaghetti, sure. Let's do that. Can I blow that up with this? Creature, Enchantment, Planeswalker. Tragic. Well, that's a card. It's got text on it. Play you. So we have a multitude of ways of getting 3/2s in play, and then maybe that does something. This is not looking good here. Another thing I cannot deal with in any way, shape, or form. A bit tragic there. I guess I let the trigger resolve first, you know. It gets a draw 2. Yep. It has flashback, so I can't target it, but I can force them to tap out. That is a thing I can do. I suppose I prefer a 3/2 over making my opponent cast a card they're going to cast anyways. But it does tap them out. I think there's validity. They didn't do it. Alright, well, there you go. Why you do the things that you do. Let's get rid of you. Emrakul costs 10. That's certainly not less than 10. There is literally nothing to do. I'm just gonna pass. Is this a sorcery? It's a sorcery. Alright, never mind. I didn't have to make a move there. I don't know how to play the game. Alright, just take it nice and smooth. Don't do anything weird over there. Nice and calm. Lands you control have add 2 mana. And it only goes on spells. Okay. Draw a card. You activated a... I can reprieve this? Guess I'll just reprieve that? It's not that exciting, but you know. Aetherize. That just goes to their hand. They chose to cast it instead of put it to their hand. Maybe a bit of a mistake there. Fortunately, Aetherize is not something it seems like my opponent would leave up anyways, given how they've been playing, but that was still a mistake. Come on, 3/2s. You're so close. You're so close. Taste the rainbow, opponent. Taste the rainbow. I should probably take out the thing that doubles my opponent's mana. Did I not plus this yet? I didn't. Alright. I did things the right order. Look at that. Get rid of you. I have no way of mana tithing. Oh, if I did. Come on, 3/2s. We've gotten so far together. Okay, rip. They blew up the thing that had no targets, so I guess that's not too bad. It could have been worse there. Yeah, that could have been worse, I guess. Land. We can cast Emrakul. It actually does cost 7. It does cost 7. I can cast it. Um, let's swing first. Yeah, I mean, like, why not, right? Bloop. Yeah, right. All right, we did it. Did it. All right, all right. We solved Quintorius. Clearly, we did it. We actually did it. Amazing. Look at that. We did it. Ancient Copper Dragon. That's crazy. I guess you could cast it. No, this is Discover 5. All right, never mind. Yeah, they dealt with the Ugin, but I had no targets for it. And they were playing around it and probably would have been able to play around it. And it doesn't have a good ultimate. I don't think I would ultimate it. I don't think so. But yeah, we had the creatures covered so well that I don't really know if it make, but there's nothing else to do. Because if they kill this, I just recast it. So it really is the most logical thing to blow up. It is still just drawing cards. So yeah, some kind of blue-red storm go crazy thing. And they never recovered from the removal. Sweet. Look at us actually doing things with Quintorius. I love it when decks like this win. Don't worry, someone's gonna come and just destroy everything, and it's gonna be bad. Someone's gonna just bash me out of the streak, and we'll never get back onto the racetrack. It's gonna happen. But don't worry, we can quit while we're ahead. Stream ends at the first loss. I feel like living in that background there would be amazing. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to drink as much because I'd tumble down and die, but still. Alright, these don't work out too well in my hand. What is this, Leovold? This also doesn't work out too well. I don't know. Leovold probably doesn't care what I'm doing, unfortunately. I think the counterspells have gotten extremely efficient in this format. They probably take Arcane Signet, which... Yeah, they probably take Arcane Signet. Because they're probably not going to take Enlightened Tutor. Do I want this? No, currently not. I haven't actually played a 2-mana Mana Rock yet. And it looks like I will not play one again. That's funny. They only have 2 options. And Enlightened Tutor doesn't make sense. So, yeah. Let's play you and pass. I can Enlighten Tutor in Artifact Land. That doesn't feel right. Just... What? Is there a reason we do this instead of Leovold? I don't know. Why do we... What? You know about the Day of Judgment, so this is a bit weird. It doesn't blow up artifacts. I feel like this is weird. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It feels weird. But we're still in that we lose the game very progressively as the game traverses. I can cast it and cast it again. I have enough mana to do it twice. Yeah, my opponent just floated an entire Leovold mana worth of stuff. Like, they just didn't cast it and they could have. So I guess the Wrath of God's doing work just sitting there. That's a bit random. It's a bit random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We'll retail this, I guess. Okay, I did not full retail it. I thought I did. And I didn't. I meant to play it for 7 and did not. That was a mistake. I guess they swapped the place of where the 4 and the thing is impending. Because it used to be the right. Not know that. They didn't counter it, so... yeah, we can double block. By all means, cast a removal spell on this. Didn't do that. Grist? Okay, they would have killed Overlord anyways, so it looks like my line was maybe slightly better. Looks like there's still a counter spell. That's not really a surprise. I have, like, no idea what to do here. Another annoying threat, maybe? Oh, I don't have second red source. Oh my god. I don't have a second red source. Alright, well, that's a mistake. Okay. Counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. Leavold finally in play. Barrowgoyf. Stealthy Voidwalker? Oh, that's annoying. This is good, but I guess we'll do... this? I guess? Before this flips? Okay. Paradox Engine? No, I just cast this again. They didn't have a counterspell last turn? So... could be a removal spell, I guess, but... probably going to go on the Overlord, right? Oh, okay. They didn't do that in response to Quintorius. That's interesting. I mean, you could just kill the Overlord. You don't really have to panic from the impending counter. Okay, they could have just besiege'd the land, so this was a mistake. It's actually a rather massive mistake, because I got a second red source. But that also kills the Overlord, so it doesn't really matter. They don't do the thing. They also milled after surveilling? They're definitely, yeah, they're, I was gonna say digging for something, but yeah, that's what they're doing. No more counter spells, I guess, but they have so much mana, they're just probably finding, like, Emergent Ultimatum to win. Probably what's going on here. They could have just killed that with Glissa. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't matter. Damage on my commander, I guess. No, they just ignore my commander. Which, honestly, I probably would as well, actually. Probably draws? Oh, this just deals 3 anyways. Alright, fair enough. They did the thing anyways. Alright, they stole my Overlord. Great. Opponent just gets to play 1-mana versions of my cards. Overlord or Chain to the Rock so I don't lose the game? Yeah, I think we do that. No, we can do Overlord. It's a lot of stats, so I might not just die outright and then play this, I guess. But there's still like 10 cards in the game that I just lose to on the spot. But I don't feel like Chain to Rocks my own Overlord is how I win this game. There's a lot of spells that just end the game on the spot. So this is an enchantment. Lissa does kill that. I guess it has to deal direct combat damage though. So I should probably double block this, right? Yeah. I don't see a reason not to do that. When it does nothing. Let's try to do it again, I guess. So we're at like a weird parity. Not great. Quintorius? Okay. I don't think Paradox Engine is doing anything, but neither really is this, because I have the paradigm anyways. Currency converter. Okay. Did I play land already? Of course I did. Tragic. Alright, same spot. There's like 1,000 cards that make me lose on the spot, so. I've just been playing defense basically the entire game. I feel like I haven't been in a winning position yet. They've seen an immeasurable amount of cards. Kaito. Interesting. Did not expect that one. But it sort of does the thing anyways that they need it to do. Deals combat damage. I like Kaito. That's cool. They can pretty much kill my commander with all the damage from all this here. Fortunately, it hasn't mattered. So there's that. I could also just like paradigm my commander, I guess, if that's something I want to do. Just leave it in the graveyard. I should block the Glissa so it doesn't have text on it. Yeah, I don't want him to use the Glissa trigger. Alright. I'm running out of time very quickly. Alright, they killed it anyways. They actually exiled it, so... no reanimating that one. Chain to the rocks. Take out the Overlord at this point, because I kind of have to. They cling to dust that, so never mind. It just has the best possible thing. It's nice. Really have no idea what I could possibly do now, but got it. And then lose a game. Cool. All right. Yep. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I just couldn't play the game. I finally cast the Paradigm card, though. Can I please get a Mana Rock? Like, please. Just one game. Please. That's all I'm asking. One game. I have all of them in here. Actually, I think I have all but two, which I'll probably go and put in a second. Land is fine, I guess. Well, Ajani is an egregious offense to the integrity of Magic the Gathering, so I'm going to play that. No, they like have to kill it. The game is just completely on pause there. Let's play you. You. I can reanimate my Ajani. Ajani is a serious problem. Ajani's probably worth 4 mana. Alright, it's gone. No Ajani for us. Let's play you. Nope. Get rid of that. Play you. Alright, well, not great. At least my hand isn't great. How does this work? Target opponent reveals the number of cards in their hand equal to the number of creatures in your party. And then whenever this attacks... so I just discard that, like that? I can put the Archaic in play, but I don't know where that gets me in the long run, because I don't have a graveyard to play with, really. Wait, doesn't this give me a 3-2? Yeah, opponent probably did not want to do that. That gives me a 3-2. Alright. I kind of forgot that would happen. They also killed it at the incorrect time. I totally forgot that would happen. Wow, look at that. We scammed them. I think me and my opponent forgot that would happen. My opponent can also trigger my command. No spells. No spells. Alright, we're going to do the funny thing, because we should do the funny thing. Oh, this is only artifacts. Oh, white reanimate. Why are you so bad? I hate this game. Everything is not fair. Life is pain. I forgot. That's how that works. Alright, well, at least we have Bag of Holding. Life is pain. Oof, that was tragic. Alright, well, move on. I'm going to swing, because they make something that has protection from white, and then none of this will matter. These two cards don't matter, so if they Turok them, which they probably should, we just get a bunch of 3/2s that Turok doesn't care about. Oh, Bag of Holding. How I love thee. Opponent, you have protection from white. I can't even swing into you. You can just keep attacking my commander. But to be fair, I don't know if one protection from white creature is enough from a wall of 3/2s that is never going to shrink until you cast a sweeper. Like, I'm creating a lot of 3/2s between these two cards here. Like, a lot of 3/2s. So, oh, beautiful. Quintorius, too strong. Nobody even knows how it works. Amazing. I don't even know what's going on. Don't even have to. Look at that. Protection from white, not good enough. Quintorius, too strong. Literally too powerful. Can't be stopped. They fixed the mastery orb messing up the store notifier. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, Sultai just has all the good cards, so. Ba-da-da-bup, ba-da-da-da. Oh, I forgot to add the stupid things. I forgot. Guess this will be a quick one. I think this is... No, it isn't. That's not true, though. Oh, I mean, I found it. It has to be a flat... Yeah, it is. Whatever. Stupid. Lame, 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 lame. It's just the same exact thing Eureka is. Literally unplayable unless you have a 1-drop. Same exact nonsense. Like, you can't keep a hand unless you have a 1-drop. Alright, well. Ninjutsu would be probably just completely lights out here, I guess. Okay, they don't have it. Let's play you. Counterspell? Oh, it is a counterspell. Sweet. I would rather see that than a creature, so. For all, that does have stats on it. I'll kill it. Oh, okay. Guess I'm not gonna kill it. Let's kill it anyways. Let's leave up anything that isn't this. Stand still? Okay. Oh, you don't want to play it again? Opponent, why not? Opponent has had apparently the perfect sequence of cards. I assume that's a counterspell in their hand, so. This doesn't actually solve my problem. Alright, well, we made it as far as we can, and now it looks like the game is about to end here, because I can survive the first counter, and then standstill just, like, wins, so... Okay, never mind? Never mind? Alright, that happened. That just happened. I think I've played this very well, and they didn't finally have the last, like, perfect card in their hand, I guess. This is unblockable, but it can't go towards my commander. Not that that would matter really anyways, but... They can't play standstill. They literally cannot play standstill. They played standstill. Oh, this doesn't work. Doesn't work. You have to break the standstill, right? Draw 2 cards. I literally will draw off that before it works. Like, I'm winning. I'm winning on board. Like, you can't hide behind standstill here. You can't hide behind standstill. Eventually, I'm going to win. You can, yeah, you can have the max engines. It doesn't matter. You have to let me draw 3. I will literally win the race before the standstill, before I die to damage. So they can't, like, do anything. They can draw a bunch of cards, but that doesn't matter, because I will draw 3 off of standstill before they do anything, so... Oh, the wizard class bottom part is a problem. I see. They can draw and make that a problem. I didn't actually realize the bottom of that mattered. All right, never mind. Stand still, back to drawing cards. It's only 2 a turn, though. I'm still winning this race. Like, I'm still winning this race, right? I could just crack the standstill, and then they can't, like, keep a pile of options, right? Like, they have to do something anyways. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. Because they have to discard a bunch of cards. So... Okay. Because it draws 6, and then they have to, like... do something. Okay, this is them just not attacking the right target, in my opinion. I swear I'm convinced that I'm winning this this game right now with what's currently happening. Like, I'm just really convinced that I am, but... Swing for 9, and then swing for 9. No, we wait a turn. Yeah, we wait a turn. We do it on their end step, yeah, because they have to discard down to a bajillion anyways. So let's just target anything, like literally anything. Because they pop this, they have to go to discard, right? Like they didn't actually net any cards. No max hand size? Oh yeah, you're right. Alright, never mind. They don't have to discard. Never mind. Yeah, then I guess there's just no good anything to do. Like, at all. Well, Flasia's alright. Swing and try... Well, no, that does... I'm not going to swing. I'm going to do this. And then play this. Witch Enchanter? Okay. Play this? How do you have... Why are we doing nothing here? Okay. Play this? Okay. And then pass? How did they just do literally nothing? Okay, those fortunately don't matter. Okay, snooze fest time. Pretty sure I'm just dead now. Well, that's boring. And then I'm just dead next turn? Yeah, whatever. Boring. Man, Standstill is a cool card, but I should have just let him draw 3, kill that. It's just not... Yeah, it's just still not good. Just lose in the most boring way. Alright. Yeah, I want these two. I keep forgetting. Guess I'm getting rid of that. And probably the tune-up. Reanimating an artifact is like kind of bad. So I guess I'll do that. It's like extremely situational and has not come up a single time, so. Oh, cool. It's the same fun thing to play against. All right. You got some on the draw? Yup. Of course I am. All right. Well. Oh boy. Can't wait to have all this fun. That was fun. Teleportation circle does not give you protection. That does not work. You have to cast the One Ring. No, Katara should not be banned. This is fine, I guess. Katara should not be banned. That's not true. The only thing that should probably be banned, in my opinion, is Ajani. Rofellos is okay when it plays against things that are expecting to play against it in like its own bracket. But Ajani seems to be the one that's exceptionally egregious to me. But Katara is fine. I feel like that didn't actually do anything, but my opponent did it anyways. Not sure that's how you're supposed to use that card. Well, I mean, play this then. Get rid of you and you. Tragic. I'm not going to play the One Ring. Oh, don't think I want to here. Okay, I don't really get what my opponent's deck does if it isn't doing anything yet. So that's interesting. Okay, that just straight up worked. Sure. Oof. Tragic opponent. Tragic. Get in there, Phoenix. Yes. Yes. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. Pass. What does this do at the bottom? I should probably return any number of target creature cards, which is nothing. All right. Opponent is all in on the it dies on your own turn card. Bro, this commander, it just ward pay 5 life isn't real. Oh my goodness, this poor commander. Oh, so tragic. Such a tragedy. My opponent instantly conceded too, like they knew it's over. Like, you cannot untap with this card. You just can't untap with it. It's a blue-red commander that's a creature that costs 7. Like, it's so... That offer, I don't really know if I would... I mean, see, it just gives me the mana to, like, recast this. So I'm not a fan... I'm just not a fan of this card in general, to be fair. But anyways, yeah, it's such a nightmare to get this to do anything. Such a nightmare. Even if you untap with it, you then need to actually do something, right? Which means whatever you plan on doing with the Storm thing involves cards that you don't want to cast until you untap with this. So you have cards in your hand that are effectively dead until you untap with your commander, because you just don't want to dump them out before your commander's in play, because then it's like, why are you playing them? But yeah. Ugh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Confident that the one we played is just better. Speaking of better, let's see here. Let us see here. What does Joshua actually reanimate? Maybe it doesn't reanimate enough. There's actually very few cards that this can reanimate, because it says 6 or less, and a lot of the cards are like 7 and stuff, so it doesn't... It also, just in general, doesn't actually have a lot of hits anyways. So, is it good without the bottom part? I feel like I don't like those. It does do the looting thing, but so does my commander. I'm going to find just a better card. I feel like I'm not utilizing the Phoenix that much. There's definitely better cards than Joshua. And we'll never see it do that again anyways, so might as well take it out before it doesn't do anything anyways for the rest of forever. If it wasn't for my commander doing the looting, then maybe it's okay. But I also am just not playing Faithless Looting. I could just say screw it, just throw in Lightning Bolt. It's not like it's ever wrong, right? Very few times is it wrong. Well, sometimes it is, though. Well, it doesn't really get back Flage, but I suppose it kind of does. Not really. What else here? Is there any good affinity cards? Is Sami good here? Sammy? I feel like Avacyn just doesn't make sense. What is Avacyn even doing? I feel like I don't want Avacyn or the Knights Around. Elishnorn has... Let me think. I don't think there's been a single game we've played where if Elishnorn was in play, we're very happy. All the games we've played, I'm really not sure if Elishnorn... You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe this Reanimate package kind of sucks. When have I done it? I haven't done it. Like, maybe I could just take out these bad cards and add not bad cards. We have literally functioned without this really strange Reanimate package that hasn't done anything. Maybe I can keep some of it. Like cards, we will just keep the things that are good to cast and get rid of the rest of it. But full stop, this has just done nothing. Win or lose, these Reanimate lines have gone nowhere. But maybe I can still keep some of it. Like I can keep the this late to dinner and then have a few creatures that are good to just grab with it. I can add more spells. It simply just makes Archaic easier to just cast. Like Restoration is fine. I can just stay in here. So I can add more sweepers, more Abrade style things, I guess. This is an interesting one to have in the deck, maybe? I don't know. Elspeth is just a thing. I don't really need it. It doesn't need help. It also just makes all the spirits very scary sometimes. Yeah, Abrade. I kind of like Wear Tear. We could turn Cityscape into Meteor Golem. They're usually fairly similar, because you never really get to swing with this. I mean, it has Unearth, though, and our commander doesn't mind discarding it. Eldrazi are more interesting when I don't care about my graveyard, because I can shuffle it back in, and that triggers my commander. But I kind of lose the rest of my graveyard, and then all of my Relic of Progenitus effects don't work. So. What's that 2-mana exile card? That like exiles an enchantment or a creature or something? Cover up? No. Smite? Scour? Revoke? No. Oh, maybe it isn't exile. I think it's actually destroy. It's reprisal, except it blows up an enchantment as well. What am I thinking of? Maybe I'm just making cards up. I make up cards all the time, so. No, I don't like Fateful Absence. Destroy evil. Haha. We can try Dreadhorde Invasion. Wait, shoot, what's it called? Not Dreadhorde Invasion. What is it called? Was this have? No, this isn't. What's it called? Underworld Breach? Underworld Breach giving one spell flashback might just be good enough. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it is, but maybe it is. Just one card has flashback in your graveyard. That's it. Is that fine? How does the new flashback read? Only spells. Okay. Which sort of is okay. Just for one mana, one extra mana, cast another spell that you've gotten rid of before. I mean, that's fine, right? It's got to be fine. Escape. The Ox is cool, right? It's almost like Flage. Yeah, right? Like, we fill the graveyard pretty fast. We can try that. What's that banned dude? Was it Tajik? Tajik was banned, right, in the ranked thing? Is Tajik really that good? It's weird that I've never actually played against Tajik and felt like it needed to be banned, like ever, even though it's indestructible. I've never felt like it needed to be banned. But I've never really played against it, so... I saw it a few times. I think I played it myself, and it was okay. It was alright. I feel like Keenan just wins and doesn't care about whatever Tajik was doing. Isn't Tajik 4 mana? Where are you? Like, can I just play this? It grows, it attacks, it's a problem, it's hard to deal with. It creates more things. It's sort of just doing its own. It's like a Assemble the Legion that I wish existed for real. This was banned in the ranked thing, right? I'm not tripping. I think it was. I never got that. Suppose it... I don't know. It seems like the kind of card that will just cause serious problems, so why not? It's kind of cool to play it. It's the Assemble the Legion that I wish was as good as Tajik. The Assemble Legion I've always wanted. It's indestructible. It's an increasing source of damage. It creates problems. I don't have to, like, play cards that care about it. You just play it. It plays really good defense, too. Like, you don't actually have to attack with Tajik. Yeah, I didn't get that one. I did not understand why that was banned. But I'm sure there's people out there that are like, thank God it was banned. I just never saw the crazy Tajik list. This is insane. I'm excited to see what goes on here. I am never upset when I lose against a colorless commander that is not an Eldrazi. Opponent, you get me good here with whatever's going on. This is a mana rock. It is a mana rock that cannot be underestimated. Is it like colorless 2 into 4? Is that the idea? It looks like that's the idea. I would be interested in killing it if I drew a way to kill it. Because then it's like out of the equation. Okay, I didn't. Kinda sag. I'll just play this out. I don't really care. Alright, well, I didn't kill it. So do you have the 4? Is this the old 2 into 4 kind of commander? Because I don't know what else it does. And once it does that, it's kind of over. Okay, it doesn't appear to be. I'm still going to kill it, I think. This is protection from red? Of course it is. Of course it is. Alright. Wait, why is the impending... Oh, right, we just talked about this. The impending's on the other side. This is the last time this can do anything, so I'm going to do it here. Please recast your commander. Please. 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 Oh. That was a good draw, I think. Cast my commander, and then what? Get rid of this thing, because I can reanimate it. Oh, no land. Come on, game. Oh, my. Alright, I found a braid, though. Life is not as painful. I did find a braid. They cannot kill my commander. Does this go face? Yeah. This is one of the best cards in their deck. So. Play your commander. Come on. Alright, they didn't do it. There's really not much to be done about Vanquish the Horde, though. And they can't kill my commander. No, you should go face. I think you should go face here. You really want to trigger the sword, in my opinion. Let's do this on... I don't think we're Paradox Engine-ing this game. Oh, I forgot I was going to make a 3-2. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not... Exile that card from your graveyard. Decline. I'm going to decline that. I'm going to do this. Pretty sure there's nothing they can do, so... And then I'm going to play this. I'm going to pass. All right. Yeah, people do go after my commander more than I think they should. It has a lot of loyalty, and it really only just has a plus. So, okay, that's another good one. It's not the craziest one, but it's still good. We'll see what the damage is here. Hopefully it's not whatchamacallit. Alright, it isn't. Do... discard Arcane Signet. Hey, I drew the cool card. Unfortunately, I really have to blow up the Nexus, so... much choice there. And then... does this exile or destroy? Oh, tragic. Alright, random 1/1s that can actually block. I should have done this in a different order. I'd have more 3/2s, but I don't think the 3/2s are that crucial. My opponent has to deal with this board. They're dead next turn anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Ugin does, in fact, save them. That doesn't. I have blockers. This doesn't work. They can't swing. They cannot swing. But that does mean I can't attack. Oh, wait, I have the... never mind, I have the Elspeth. Yeah, you can't swing here. I don't believe there's any instance to be concerned about, so... are they just dead, right? Head 1, Power Stone, for each colorless creature. It looks like they are. Alright, currency converter. Do something. Look at that, we made zombies. Oh, we made zombies. Beautiful. Yeah, alright. So we drew it up. Okay, well they had probably one of the best equipment possible, and a really, really good card. They didn't have Forsaken Monument, which is usually what I see with decks like this, and they didn't really capitalize on the turn 2 mana rock like you think they would. But if this was an Ugin deck instead, I think I'm screwed, because like nothing really sticks. But to be fair, I could probably make 3/2s to harass Ugin enough to maybe just not lose to it. But sweet. Yeah, cool to see this. I was thinking about this commander for a second, just because it's a you know, it's an arcane signet in the command zone, and that's probably fine for colorless decks, except the colorless decks can just play a ton of that in the deck, and then have a commander every game to cast with all the mana, instead of having the mana and then needing to find something to cast, right? It's like the age-old Golos versus Joda. Golos just gets the mana, right? And then it does not need the card out of its hand to win. It just has 3 things off the top, which honestly there's a lot of ways to set that up. All the tutors, Worldly Tutor, Mystical Tutor, all that jazz. And Joda just needs it in its hand to do the thing. So, and it's actually only 1 card with Joda. Golos is 3. But anyways, that's roughly the same argument, I suppose. And if it isn't, well, I made it. Nice. Well, it's a blue-green X commander. We're never terribly excited to see those. I didn't get hosed by a green 1-drop. That's pretty cool. Let's find... you? Yeah, sure. Some play, and then do nothing with it. I wonder if the ranked format made them change the bracket system. Like they just see what lies where, and they can see the power level of things. I wonder if it changed anything. I mean, it's all anecdotal because it's only been a couple days, but it has felt like since Strixhaven came out, I am not necessarily seeing the same massive wall of commanders that you really have no business playing against. So, Spell Snare, sure. No mana rock for us. No mana rock for us. Every time Spell Snare resolves, I get a comment saying, see, it was good. You should play it in all your decks. Every time it does something. Actually, it actually only really exiled against a mana rock. I will take out that Lumra. Ghost, we might have the secret plan of Ghost Vacuum, the other thing it does. Might be on the docket here. How many cards you discard with this? Your entire hand. Alright, beautiful. I imagine the only thing to do here is cast your commander. Yep, alright. Correct. Man, if I had Mana Tithe. Ugh. Well, that's not really that crazy, but... Actually, I should have hit the land. Eh, it doesn't matter. Is a 2/2 fly? I can't remember. Whenever you attack, make a 2/2... It has fly. Alright, so they can go after my commander. Then... Who knows what? Who knows what? But we have that same annoying Golos logic this commander loves to have. So I don't think there's any reason to make a 3-2. Actually kind of close to Ghost Vacuuming Illumra, and I could also get Cityscape Leveler, so that's nice. Okay. Does this come in shocked? It does. Okay. I think there's a reason to make a 3-2 here. Let's try to do this, see what happens. That just worked, I guess. It just worked. Interesting. Okay, they countered this one instead of the other one. Also interesting. Alright, well. I seriously doubt there's like a scape shift or anything. They didn't copy a space land. There's probably not a lot of reasons to. My opponent basically has Omniscience, because that's how blue-green X decks work. There's not a lot of incentive to exile 2 cards with my thing there. I actually didn't have to exile a second card. There was no real reason to do that, honestly. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Not a big deal. Really not a big deal, but still. How many lands are in my graveyard? 2? I can add more. Yeah, I can really get a Lumra this game and have it maybe actually matter. I'm going to respect my opponent to block and not pretend like it's going to get through. Let's play another one. I'm not going to play the Ox. Alright, well, I have a wall of 3/2 generators and my opponent can't use their graveyard for what it's worth. Sure. Okay. They have all the mana, and I have all the 3/2s. I'm not sure if the 3/2s are even worth it right now, because again, my graveyard has a bit of use between this Ox and whatnot. I'll take the Pock. I think I'm gonna crack this Ghost Vacuum. I get a Pock, a Lumra, and a well, I want more. Let's do this here. It is a lot of lands with this Lumra right now. It's like it's a lot of lands, so it's looking like the right idea. I'm a do it. I can't help it. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's I'll just get in there for 3. That's fine. I have critical mass of spirits. I don't need them to... That's fine. Okay. I have more mana than my opponent, which is absolutely insane. Probably just chump block with Lumra, because it doesn't do anything anymore. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I can cast Quintorius for the rest of the game infinitely, so that doesn't really matter. Harmonize and Boros? Not quite sure. Okay, they could have just... Oh! I don't like that. Well, take those out. Right. Okay, is there any... Okay, I shouldn't sweat this too much. It's not like Lumra does anything except get some lands, right? It's not. They also didn't crack the fetch land first. Yeah, this really isn't a big deal. I can keep Pock around and just recast Quintorius, and I think that's better than not doing that. Like, I can just recast it. It also resets its loyalty. Okay, yeah. I mean, they can kill it, but I just get it back. But yeah, they got Lumra back. That's actually really funny. I wonder if that's better than the... It probably is. It probably is better than that. I have no way to stop this. What do we Enlighten Tutor for? Oh, I can Cityscape Leveler and kill, I guess, Lumra and swing here and they block it. Does it have Trample? It does. It does have Trample. So yeah, I can kill Lumra and get through all the blockers, kill Jace, still have Pock, recast my commander. It didn't, yeah, the 3/2s this game actually didn't do that much. I like blew them up once, and at one point I probably made too many because I wanted to use my graveyard for stuff like this. But I guess it wound up working out. Sweet. Cool game. Alright. I like that. This is a sweet deck when it's doing the thing. I did not cast a single creature spell that game. I didn't cast a single creature. I did not cast a creature. What about the token card draw card? Is that good? The Saga? No, not the Saga. The class card? Hair or something? Caretaker's Talent. I mean, this is okay. Going heavy into the tokens does not seem like a good idea. But there's another one too, isn't there? This thing? Oh, it's power 2. It's not toughness 2. Doesn't work. Takashi's Welcome works. I feel like we draw a lot. We don't need this kind of thing. But Caretaker's Talent's still okay, honestly. Surely there's a card in my deck that's worse than Caretaker's Talent. It does have the ability to turn a game around, I guess. Maybe Power Stone is weird. Because I have so many 2s. And actually no 4s at all. Engine Ring hasn't mattered. Can I tutor these? How do I find these? I have Enlightened Tutor. Is that it? Is there? There's got to be another card that finds one of these. That isn't Oswald. I'm not playing Oswald. There's Refurb... No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Monument? Oh, yeah, Monument, yeah. Are we just not doing this? These two... Whoop, where'd they go? To the void. No, actually, where did they go? Wait, where did they go? Oh, apparently I clicked out 2 cards at the same time. I don't see either One Ring or Engine. I'm going to assume I can... I mean, I haven't won with it yet. Maybe we... I mean, I do like Monument. I think we're fine with those kinds of cards. So One Ring Engine. It's actually very difficult to discount the Archaic. I don't have a ton of spells. I have less than I thought. So maybe we can move on from that. It has never done anything yet. Also, I forgot the haste land, the stupid flage land that shouldn't exist. What is it called? Exert? Arena of Dumbness? It just doesn't really matter. Actually, a lot of the times I don't even get to use it anyways. Yeah, never mind. Maybe I don't even want it anyway. Knowing Wizards, it probably just ups my bracket level of playing Arena of Glory. It doesn't come up enough for me to be terribly blown away. The One Ring is just good. I could play another Mana Rock instead. What about Goofy Wandering River? No. Chandra? Other Quintorius? Honestly, I kind of like Chandra. I'm not going to lie. All right. I feel like the deck got better when it took out the reanimate stuff. It's a little hard to tell. This is not the other blue-green one. I have the uh-oh problem shouldn't exist card. Okay, they're on the play with this. Could be the 1 into 3 I lose idea. Suppose not quite that. I can prevent them from swinging with that, right? No, it taps a creature. Never mind. It taps a creature. This doesn't work. So play. This is, I can't believe it, but this is a cat. I cannot believe that. This is actually a cat. Get rid of that. And pass. Lion Sash is a cat. Which probably doesn't matter, but it's a cat. Alright, is it still a cat? Yes. It's still a cat. Tajik is hilariously problematic here. Love it. Amazing. Amazing. Get dunked on. Oh, I love it. I love it. Ah, I love it so much. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like my opponent's deck. I like that one. That one's cool. We did it. We finally cast a creature. Oh, just how we drew it up. My opponent played against the wrong commander. Should have played around the Johnny. Quintorius just putting in all the kinds of work that game. I have a weird hand, but alright. Yeah, I beat the green 1-drop on the play, too, actually. Okay. Why does my opponent shock themselves? What do we grab? Delighted Halfling? I don't know. Generic Mana Dork? Because they're all the same. Generic Mana Dork, yeah. Which I can do something about, and they can't cast their commander, I guess, next turn. I don't know how good that is. There's nothing else to do. I should probably do this. I feel like this is the best it's going to be, so... Do I blow that up? I feel like there's scarier enchantments they're gonna play. Oh wait, I can't blow it up anyways. What am I talking about? That's how the game works. Okay, at least it didn't matter. So we take that. Oh, I guess it kind of mattered, but not really. Why do they all play these talismans? They all play the talismans. I never could get I never could understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, let's play the discard a land game. Do I make a treasure token here, or do I, like, draw? I don't think I need to draw. Let's make treasure tokens. That could probably matter. And if I don't make a 3-2, I do lose my commander, so I should probably just commit this. Because I have to, like, block with the 3-2 here. Oh, well, there's that. Drawing 600 cards. Beautiful. Name Bear? Spirit? Spirit? Okay. Currency converter. Let's How do I get out of this? I can blow up the board and then not deal with the shrines, and then they just get more shrines and I lose. So I don't know what to do. I can play the sweeper, or I could play this. I have to blow up this stupid shrine, and I kind of just lose my everything ever after that, but like I have to do this. That's just important. And yeah, I kind of got myself out of a 3-2 there then. Oh well. That's just it's the only thing that seems to make sense to me, so. Yeah, it is a cool art. Like, their commander's in play already, so roaming throne, not crazy, I guess. Alright, well. One, it leaves me with no choice. What does that one do? You gain life. Okay. Let's play land. Sweepies. Discard the ox? No, discard a land because of the currency converter. Make a treasure. Yes. And play this. And I almost have like a solid pivot here. I can recast my commander a million times, that's fine. I like the green emeritus. Oh look, they got the best card in their entire deck. Look at that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a creature. It can't find a shrine or anything. It finds... What does that do? Exile target non-pilot creature and then return it. Oh, so you flicker your commander. Okay. I don't know what to Enlighten Tutor here for, actually, but I'm going to cast it anyways. Portal to Phyrexia? That could be good. There's a serious chance that that actually does something rather good. But first things first, I have to stop the card that literally wins the game on its own because it's stupid. And then pass. They probably kill my 3-2. Nope. It makes the portal pretty sad here, I guess. Is this an instant? It is an instant. So I can't reliably wipe out the board with portal. But I'm going to cast it anyways. I can't do nothing. That wouldn't really do much for me. So. But they can flicker high-by before it, or that. They can do that as well. before it would die, but they don't even have to target it. They could just let it live anyway, so. Of course, they got the literal best card in their deck. Cool. Great. They got the only shrine in the entire game that would... Whatever. Stupid. You got it. It's ridiculous. Alright, well, I put in a lot of effort, and I feel like I played that very well until that happened. You got it. Alright. I love randomness. I feel like I was doing pretty well that game. So stupid. The green commander with the 1-drop? No. Guess I could have played this instead. I don't really care to swords this, though. At least not this turn cycle. Or really, honestly, the next one. I don't know. I guess I have to swords it, so I probably should have played the talisman. Alright, well, I mean, there's no going back, so... Let's get rid of you. It only goes face, and it... Yeah, I don't know. I really should have just played the other talisman. I have made a potentially grave mistake, but... The other mana rock. Okay, well, fortunately, it didn't end up doing anything. It just poked me a few times. Let's, I need a mountain, but I really don't want to take a bunch of damage, but I need a mountain, so. And let's plus on this. Of course I draw Helm. Of course I draw Helm. Play this, let's play this, and then just swords their commander, I guess. Ugh. I guess it doesn't matter that much. That is a card and a half. All right. That is a card. Have not seen Rampaging Balos in a minute. Look at it go. Wiping out the lands that Renin 6 targets is kind of nice. Get rid of the relic, then? I have to do this if I want to continue the game. And then I guess play this. Wait a minute. If I play Helm, I'm going to play Helm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 11. 5 plus 6. I need 11 to do the funny thing. They already had a fetch land, so the Renin 6 plus isn't that, like, crazy to me here. They already had something to do. I don't know what I can Enlighten Tutor for here. I'm probably just going to lose to like some random giant Eldrazi next turn anyways, but the Renin 6 doesn't have a game-winning spell to cast, at least. I can play Monument. I can play Ossification and take out their Renin 6. I think I'm getting rid of the Soul Cauldron. Okay. Take out that. Take out Commander. Play. I should have played a land first, huh? Oh well. Play this. And pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need another land. And I can do stuff like win the game. Yeah, drawing this felt really bad. But I guess I found a window to play it, so it kind of alleviated it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ulamog probably won't target my mana, if that's what they cast. I haven't seen an Ulamog, but, I mean, I don't know. Anything's possible. Batterskull, destroyer of the universe. Sure, let's take out your... that thing, I guess. So... there. Summon Spaghetti. Rather just play this and dig for a win. I'd much rather just win than cast this and then have it not really do anything anyways, so... Alright, well, is there anything to reanimate that matters? Arcane Signet? No, creature only. It's a distraction. It's a very good distraction to just grab Summon Bahamut. So I'll just put it in play. My opponent does kind of have to do something about this, so... I can blow up my own Chain to the Rocks. Make sure I can do that. Yeah. It just puts it in the graveyard, and it's obviously not doing anything, so... They have to deal with this, or play an over-the-top spell. Because I can helm this, and then, yeah, do stuff, so... Put us in lands. Well, I mean, you're playing a red-green land stack. What do you... It wouldn't be surprising you get like 55 lands in your deck. I still literally died Escape Shift. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... No, it's one off. Alright. Sweet. We did it. We did the thing. Look at that. Go to... Helm. Sweet. We did it. Probably not familiar with it. Alright, we did it. If I didn't have this kind of win in here, I could very easily die to a lot of crazy spells. I guess my opponent had a bunch of lands in their hand, but... I mean, they had stuff to do with it, right? Renin 6, well, ultimating this with just ramp spells, really not that crazy. But they harassed my Planeswalker instead of... But again, this ultimate doesn't it's just more ramp, right? They're not really in that department. Although this, I guess, would have been nice to spam, but it wasn't going to stop the Godo thing. And it doesn't go face. So the Ren 6 Ultimate with just ramp spells, it's not really the main idea with a commander like this. And that was cool. But yeah, we answered all the stuff they did with the lands. And we got there. Look at that. We did it. All right, I started late, and I don't like streaming past midnight, so I'm going to stop playing. I might actually come back to this commander. This is a really cool one. I like how it plays. It plays similar to the other one, the 5-mana one, but it is notably different. That plus is extremely good, and there's ways you can make it better with just, the cards in your deck caring about the discard and the mill and all that jazz. So you never are out of cards in the graveyard to do stuff with. It's just you're in red-white. So you don't have the crazy stuff to do in the graveyard. But there's still plenty of solid things going on. I'm a massive fan of this commander. I did not expect it to have any amount of success. With that being said, I'm not sure if it's, it's not out here beating up all the Teferi Hero of Dominaria decks or the Kinnons of the world and whatnot, but against its own level of stuff, it does really well. You are rewarded for playing well in a deck like this because you don't have like a don't think about anything, just cast cultivate into some random generic stuff and win the game. You have to think about all the stuff you can do in a given game, like that high buy game. I feel like there were a lot of decisions in the high buy matchup. They just at the end of it randomly hit the token generating shrine from Avatar in response to Portal, and then I just lost because Portal didn't do anything. So but I got to that point where I was still in it casting Portal, and of course the random green deck can just win anyways randomly. But there's a lot of lines and stuff that can be taken here. I like this deck a lot. Deciding how much to exile out of your graveyard matters. Really mostly just for this. I only found myself exiling one card at a time because it really wasn't much of an incentive to do more than that. But I could have probably done more than one way more often than I was doing, right? Like if I do 2 a bunch and I have this as a massive problem, it can just be crewed immediately always because I'll always have a 3/2. So I like this a lot. The new white paradigm spell, reanimate stuff, might be worth looking at. What? This thing? The thing that was in the deck the entire time? Yeah, I would agree with that. It was really the only... Oh, speaking of that, I suppose the reanimate package kind of sucked. I had all the late to dinner effects and whatnot in here, and then giant funny things to reanimate. But you don't have stuff like Entomb. You have Gamble. You do have Gamble, but you don't have Reanimate. You don't have a giant chunk of good things to reanimate. So it's not that great. You can very consistently get them out of your hand, though, with your commander, and then relatively consistently find one of the reanimate spells because you're still drawing a bunch and whatnot. But it didn't seem like it none of the games mattered where I had that package in here, and I found myself kind of just discarding that package to draw something else. So I think the deck got better when I took that package out. I still have some of it, like Late to Dinner is still just okay. I thought this might have been good, but it seemed like maybe not. I do draw a lot of cards, and then I find myself with so much in my hand that I don't really want to discard it to escape this. Now, sometimes it's fine, right? It again, because you can discard whatever you want, it feels less bad to just play stuff like this and be like, oh, I don't know if it's great, but sometimes it's really good. You can just discard it with Quintorius and then not care about it. so I like it. I really, really like this commander, which I feel like I'm saying more than I thought, given the set so far. I'm having a really good time with these commanders here. What else? Underworld Breach, same logic, right? If it feels like it's never doing anything, then you can just discard it, right? And sometimes it's just 2 mana flashback. You just cast this and get a single spell out of your graveyard. You can make a lot of 3/2s if your graveyard lines up very well and you have a wall of ridiculous lands in play, I guess, to make all that a reality, but I don't know. I took out the One Ring and Paradox Engine. It just never came up, and it feels like I'm drawing enough to where I don't know if I want this draw my whole deck with the One Ring and Engine untapping mana rocks in the One Ring, and then like it doesn't seem like I'm gonna win if I draw 50 cards and just pass, and then like the One Ring deals 20 damage to me or something on my next turn. I don't know. I always say that like you don't necessarily need a card in your deck that like I'm not gonna play Aether Flux Reservoir. I'm never gonna play that with those 2 cards in my deck. But this one teeters on the line of maybe needing something like that to actually win, but you still have Ugin you could cast. And then from there, all of your colorless spells exile their stuff, and you could just put yourself in such a massive lead that, yeah, there's probably a way to win with those 2 in here, for sure. There usually is, and you have to play against someone who doesn't immediately concede anyways, which a lot of people just do. But, we also, wait, what am I talking about? We have Godo, yeah, so there's a Godo Helm combo that the One Ring will, with Engine, draw into if I drew my whole deck. So we actually do have a definitive way to win. And we have redundancy, like I can reanimate it. Oh, well, there it goes. I can reanimate with one of my spells and whatnot. So yeah, there's absolutely ways to win. The Giant Eldrazi do trigger your commander, but I did feel like I want to not shuffle my graveyard away, even though it triggers my commander when I do the thing. I don't believe this is a sneak attack deck, but it's certainly, just like the other packages, like Late to Dinner, you can just discard the sneak attack if it feels like it's not doing anything in a given game and move on from it. So you probably could play a sneak attack package, right? These are the things I think are worth thinking about, right? Nothing's off the table. I had enough colorless cards to play what is probably one of the best cards, if not the best card in Modern. I probably could have played this and not felt that bad about it, right? Maybe Null Elemental Blast, not, but it's another thing. You just think about it, right? The reputation that this seems to have gained in the past week or so, or however long it's been, seems like it not that great, but the lists I've seen don't really look like this, and I felt like I was quite successful here, so people maybe writing it off too soon, or I don't know. Red-white control-y grindy stuff is not everyone's cup of tea. I love this kind of deck though. But yeah, there's probably a way to get a sneak attack thing. There's a way to get One Ring Paradox Engine. There's ways to get Kozilek's Command in your deck and not feel bad about it. I will say that we're not drawing off these. While these aren't the same as they are in Ketramos, the 3/2s do become a problem, and you never lose to a graveyard strategy, which is like a side benefit. Most decks aren't graveyard strategies, but if you ever see Squee and Slimefoot, they will not be using their graveyard. You will never lose to a graveyard strategy. Like, that's not gonna happen. And it also gets to play really cool cards like Bag of Holding and Currency Converter. Like, these are awesome. I love these. This is enough of an artifact strategy that you can consider stuff like, what is it, Sammy? Yeah, you could probably try this card, although this may be be a bit way out there. You could just play a mana rock in this spot and probably be happier. But there's certainly some kind of artifact matters card that exists that I'm not thinking of that would have been good here. Obviously not going to go through all of them. Elspeth is good on its own, and it has the added benefit of sort of being the Moon Shaker Cavalry, the white behemoth with all these 3/2s you make. So you have that option here. It actually doubles the 3/2s you make. The one game I played this, I think I just made I made a currency converter zombie with this in play and made 2 zombies. So Elspeth's just cool. Chandra was like a flex slot. It's a mana source. It has an ultimate that will win the game if it gets to it. Very rarely do you ultimate this and then lose. So it's just a kind of a must-answer threat. And it's removal on top of that. The top plus not the craziest, but the rest of it's perfectly fine to me. What else? Yeah, Portal has been extremely disappointing. Same with, what is it? My favorite white Aura. Because of the one, it's really the One Ring that ruined it. But what is it? What's it called? Overwhelming Splendor. Yeah, this was like one of my favorite cards in white ever, and it still kind of is, but the One Ring sort of just ruined it because you play the One Ring and this just falls right off. And so many decks play the One Ring. So many decks play it. So it's just not great that every deck has like this one, at least one colorless card that is itself difficult to deal with, and then just undoes your like sort of game ending spell if it sticks and hangs out. There's also a bunch of commanders that don't actually care about this. Even something like Shrines, like High-Buy, might not care about this because they can just play the Shrines and then just not have High-Buy. It's going to have a harder time of it, but you know, it's a 5-color deck too, so it could have Casualties of War and all the other Beseiju is a thing now too. Like there's so many ways to deal with this. It just feels like it hasn't really stopped games like it used to. There's still games where it is good, like Croxa, Black Red does not like it ever and whatnot, but still. And I think the logic is kind of here with this. We discard things that would be nice to reanimate. It's a triple edict. It's an artifact. It's reasonable to just simply cast it. We do get to 9 mana with so many mana rocks and whatnot. It just seems like even with board wipes, I'm never getting this triple edict to be good, ever. Now, against the High-Buy opponent, again, if they didn't hit the stupid one that made all the firebending tokens randomly with an ephemerate in response, I could have had this be very good in that one spot. So, like, it would have been good there. And it is a way to win the game, because you can recur at least your own stuff, which you ideally have not been exiling your creatures with your exile rocks. But I don't know. It's almost the same as the Virtue of Persistence, where I say a lot of people probably wouldn't play that if it didn't have the -3/-3 thing on it, because the other side of it, even though it's 7 instead of 9, reanimating one thing a turn is nice, but you would probably prefer if this just said destroy a target permanent or something like that. It would feel better, and that's a bit unfortunate. Even if it wasn't each opponent, right? We're starting to feel that this is a multiplayer kind of card because it literally says that on the card. It's each opponent, not just one. So it can hose up to like 9 creatures in an EDH game. And then you have an entire like library worth of things to reanimate from so many different graveyards. It's starting to feel like the multiplayer side of it is starting to outweigh the only going after one person kind of thing. There's also cards like Daze and Force of Will now that make these cards, when you go to hardcast them, a lot more questionable, right? The more Daze is crafted by the player base, which is going to happen more and more. I actually didn't see a single one today, but the more of those are crafted in the blue decks, the less appealing stuff like this gets anyways. So it might just be past its prime, which is unfortunate. So probably not the best idea. But apart from that tangent, I really like this commander. Do advise, at least this list of it. I mean, I don't know what... I don't like the other things I saw that were more in on other things that I feel like don't matter as much, but that's just me. Yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the One Ring goes in a lot of decks. I don't think it goes in every single deck. It actually probably should be in this one. But yeah, it doesn't go into every single deck. But, alright. Super cool commander, though. Alright, GG.